Good evening, welcome to the movie trail. I am Dana.
I'm Josh.
Why am I last? I'm Sherry.
Gotta change it up, or was it one? Tonight we're reviewing the movie Gravity.
How come you couldn't have gone last then?
I don't know, I'm the host. He's joking.
The host?
I don't know, he's joking.
Oh, wait. It's stupid. I got confused. I thought you said, tonight we're reviewing the host, and I was like, what?
Yes, the host that's called Gravity. Anyways. Alright, so Gravity. Starring Sandra Bullock, George Clooney.
Sherry. And Sherry.
And then it's directed by Alfonso Cuaron and written by Alfonso Cuaron and I guess his brother Jonas. So,
Yes.
Jonah. Anyway. Huh? Alright. So, alright, Josh. So, what's like the rough summary of this film?
Takes place in space. Yes, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, as you can see in the the trailer kind of gives away everything anyway. So, well, not necessarily everything, but just set it up for you. Gives you an idea what the film is without spoiling it for you. Was this film worth watching opening weekend?
I don't know about opening weekend, but you should definitely see it in the theater. It was a really good movie. It was, you got the theater quality out of it.
See.
You want to expand on that or no?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
An opening weekend watching?
Yeah, because more likely everyone's going to see it, and then you're going to be like, oh, maybe I should have seen it.
Well, yeah, because pretty much it's like it got really good reviews, and it's been getting good reviews, and they said pretty much it's supposed to possibly hit like 50 million this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And you said it was I don't know, when we were in there, you were saying that it's that they're trying to win an Oscar with that movie, with the way that it was made and everything.
Yeah, because they really put a lot of time and effort into the film, and the acting and the writing and everything. So pretty much, and also the critics' reviews on it have been really high. So yeah, they said it could really be like an Oscar contender, which is really nice to see a movie like that. That's not exactly, I guess, like the drama, heartfelt drama or whatever. I don't know. I think it's worth watching opening weekend. We didn't watch it in 3D, but I could tell that it was like, you could enjoy it in 3D as well, because it has certain parts and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I think it's rated PG-13, but I think it's for like mature audiences, though. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta have like, you gotta pay attention to it, and I don't know. I don't know, because the people next to us, they were kind of dumb. These two girls, like they were
very dumb. Should have been kicked out.
Yeah, they were talking, and then it's like they were just like at the end, they were like, "Oh, the movie sucked," but everybody else was like, I don't know. It seemed like everybody else in the theater was enjoying it, except them.
I don't know. Pretty much like this movie it's got suspense in it. It's pretty much like an adventure movie. You'll be on the edge most of the time, but I don't know. I guess they just didn't know that. They were like, "Oh, I'm not."
Well, the thing is, though, I don't know what some people expect sometimes from certain films, or if they even bother like looking at the trailer, or because really, it's like in the trailer they really do set it up as dramatic. You know what I mean? It's not like it's an action film or a comedy.
Even the music will tell you where it's going. So I don't even understand. Like it wasn't like peanut butter. It wasn't like it was a surprise or anything. Stupid, because it was all instrumental. There was no real lyrical music, like except the one that George Clooney was listening to. So I don't even understand. But whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't even like it didn't even give the impression like it was like the movie Alien or anything. You know what I mean? It was just straight up like, I don't know. Like I said, it was like a dramatic.
Straight up.
Yeah. Well, Josh was thinking like it was like he was worried that it was gonna be like open water or something.
That's what I thought, because I thought it was like more or less like about her drifting out there and then like losing hope, and then that's it.
You know what's funny? A lot of people actually thought it was going to be like open water. I don't know. I didn't really see any of that. Even in the preview, I didn't think that it was going to be like that. But
yeah, because in the trailer, he's like, it shows her like drifting away, and she's like, "Oh no, I lost it." And he was like, "I will find you," and that's it.
It's like Last Mohican speech. So no matter where you go, wherever you, however far, like I will find you. Or unless you're watching Superman.
I was thinking Superman. I will find him. That's what I was thinking the whole time.
I don't know. Like I said, it was enjoyable. When you watch it again?
I would. And especially on our TV, because we have a big TV. I would watch that.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Do you think we should have watched it in 3D?
I don't know. Because I get a headache from 3D movies. I don't know. I don't really feel like... What?
So you get a headache because all the stuff that comes out and hits you in the head?
Yeah. Because it's coming at me so fast, and I get knocked out of place, and I'm spinning everywhere.
Well, what about like IMAX? Would you watch it in IMAX?
I would. Yeah, I would. We have an IMAX theater right up the road. We could,
Would you watch it in those fancy seats that the theaters have now?
the
Like
D-Box.
Yeah,
D-Box seats.
the ones that move up and down?
Hell yeah.
Josh, would you watch it in 3D or IMAX?
I'd watch it in both 3D IMAX.
With the D-Box, so that way you're just constantly moving and...
You don't even know what the fuck is going on. You're going to get disoriented.
Well, that's the funny part, though, is that it actually work out with this movie because it just shows her in space, like, spinning and all that.
So, okay, well, I guess... Well, they said this was, like, the biggest opening for an original film in October. What did you guys think about the acting of the film?
I thought it was good, considering that there were only really 2 actors in the whole movie. It was just Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. You heard Ed Harris's voice, but I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was good.
It was good. I like George Clooney's acting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sandra Bullock's acting wasn't so good in the beginning, and then it got better.
Well, the funny part is reading the trivia on Internet Movie Database, they said that she spent 9 months training for the film, but also she was working on the script and the character for that amount of time.
Training for what?
To be like an astronaut and stuff like that, doing the whole...
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so they said pretty much that...
Well, how did that work if she kept crashing every time?
Well, the thing was, though, the director was saying that they had worked on it and rehearsed so much that when they started filming, it was really them just kind of, all right, go to your spot, and then we'll film this real quick, and then, we're done. Like, everything was like, he said it was like a dance. It was like by the numbers, just boom, 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 and so he said it really helped the fact...
Make my speakers go boom, boom.
So,
like on Google Hunting, yes, boom, boom.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Josh, what did you... Oh, you said you already mentioned the acting. I don't know, I thought it was really good. And like you said, it is a small cast, but at the same time, too, it's like, for a reason, obviously. And make no sense if a whole bunch of people were in the film and, like, they're out in space.
Yeah, it would make perfect sense to me that all these people were in the movie and all of them out in space.
Uh-huh. So,
It's just funny, like, in the entire movie, there's only, like, 4 people talking. Well, 5, if you count.
There's a lady, and then that's Sharif, and then Ed Harris, George Clooney, and Julia Roberts. There's 5.
Julia Roberts?
Fucking bitch, whatever. Sandra Bullock, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
If Julia Roberts is in the movie, I don't think I want to see it.
So, it's Pretty Woman in Space.
Big ass lips.
But, I don't know, like I said, I thought the acting was good. It was really good. Like, everybody, obviously George Clooney, he's not one to just kind of be like, oh, well, he's not going to half-butt it. he brought his charm to it and stuff like that. And even then, obviously, he was, what do you call it? I wouldn't say the backbone, but I guess he was like the ground support for the other character,
He was ground control.
The Major Tom. But,
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Didn't work then, it's not working now.
All right, so what did you guys think about the writing and the directing? Because they said this was an original story. So.
It's a pretty good story. Because it's funny, because that's something, like, who thinks that they're going to be possibly lost in space? Like, if you're not an astronaut, who thinks that? No, if you're not an astronaut, who thinks that?
Well, I think the thing is, though, too, it's like, to make it sound funny, what is it? It's a pun intended, so they're thinking out of this world.
Ooh. Like that, baby.
Well, the thing was that too was in the very beginning of the film, it says that it pretty much tells you about space, how there's no sound and stuff like that. And it immediately reminded me of the movie Alien, because that was the whole thing in the movie Aliens. Like, in space, nobody can hear you scream, you know?
Yeah. That's funny.
I thought of Wall-E. No one can hear you clean.
Ooh, I didn't even think of Wall-E.
No. And it reminded me of the game Dead Space, because I like playing those games.
But also, I was reading the trivia, said it took him like 4 years to make the movie.
Didn't remind me of anything.
Reminded me of Point Break.
Uh-huh. Where he's shooting up in the air. Ah!
No, he's skydiving. But anyways.
Oh, it reminded me of King of the Hill. What is it?
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Gee, terrible. Yes.
Okay, so... Oh, did you say anything about the writing and the directing? Like, Josh, did you say anything?
But, I thought the writing was pretty good. The thing is, it's a very simple story, but the drama's all there.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat, because obviously it was written by two brothers, almost like a Coen brothers type of thing, you know what I mean? And like you said, it's a very simple story, but the way it's presented and how, you know, like everything that went into it was very like careful, and like you said, it creates the drama, creates the suspense, you know what I mean? And then also was benefited by the acting as well. Like everything was just, it's like one of those movies, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, it's like if anything was off, it could have ruined the whole movie, you know?
Pretty much. Yeah, I agree.
And so, I was going to say, I wanted to talk about the casting in the film. They said that Angelina Jolie was off in the movie twice. Would you want to see Angelina Jolie in the movie?
Hell no.
No.
No, I had no interest in her. And I was surprised about that. I was like, why would they go after her?
I don't even think she's a good actress.
Not
I've
really.
never seen her in anything that just like blew me away. Like I was like, oh man, Angelina Jolie was a badass actor. Never.
Another 60 Seconds remake?
Never. No, she wasn't even realistic in that movie.
What?
Would you want to see Angelina Jolie?
I said no.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you had more. I don't know why. Oh, we're pretty much all in agreement.
So I only watch it if it's her and Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Be like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but in space.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't know. What did you think about George Clooney's casting? Because they said Robert Downey Jr. was attached and then he had to drop out pretty much for Iron Man 3 and the Avengers.
I think they got a good fit with George Clooney. He's like an older man, so it'd be believable for him to be like the older, more experienced astronaut. Because if it's Robert Downey Jr., I don't know. I don't think that he could carry.
I think they're the same age, him and Sandra Bullock.
Who?
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, well, I don't care about that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. George Clooney is more believable. The way that he talks is a little more refined. Also, I don't think that I could believe Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, as whatever the astronaut.
Okay.
I could have seen Robert Downey Jr. It would have been like Iron Man.
In space.
Yep, he'd be there in a suit and everything. So hold on, I need to suit up and get out of this suit.
I don't know. I think George Clooney, like, I agree, though. He was just, like, the right fit for it. Because I was trying to picture Robert Downey Jr. in the movie. And he would have done a good job, I think. It would have been enjoyable. But like I said, I think it's because, I think, like you said, I think George Clooney's a little older. But also, it's like, he's been acting for a really long time. And I think he knows, like, what needs to go into things and what, you know. And especially being
seasoned. He knows what to do for certain roles. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because he's not like, I don't know. It's like, obviously, his character is funny when it's funny, and then, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, like I said, too, it's like in certain scenes, he's like, he has, like, charm for it, I guess, you know?
Pretty much.
I don't know. But anyway.
You were hypnotized by his older charm. Yeah. Good looks.
What would you put in?
In the role of either one, or is it just...
Either one.
Either one. I don't know. Sandra Bullock was good, but I think... Because they said Natalie Portman was up for it also, but she got pregnant. But I don't think I would have... Huh?
Sounded terrible the way you said that. She got pregnant.
She got knocked up.
So you can't be pregnant in space.
I know. That hoe, for show. But, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I think George Clooney was a good fit. But the thing is, though, it's like... I don't know. It's like, who would you believe to be astronauts? Or who could be astronauts? Because you think of other people, and it's like,
what's his name? Sam Rockwell. Is that the right person?
Yeah, that's right.
Which one am I talking about?
Sam Rockwell.
Which one's that one?
That's the one who was in that Moon film or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right, just make sure.
Could have got Nick Nolte.
Idris Elba.
So you could say today we're canceling the apocalypse.
That's right.
He has to. I believe it from him.
What if they got Nicolas Cage?
God, I don't like him.
So I know you want to see it out here in space, but I just really want to find some rockets.
So stupid. Oh my god. All right, let's skip ahead.
All right.
Fast forward.
I would have gone with Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton.
That'd have been interesting.
Hey, Joe. Okay. I could see that.
I can't really think of any like female actors, but I think that I could either see Sam Rockwell, maybe Idris Elba, but I think I'd probably go with Ed Harris. Yeah.
He's in the film.
I know, but it's George Clooney's here.
That's George Clooney's character.
I'm gonna go with Tom Hanks as George Clooney's character. That way everybody's like, it's Apollo 15.
I'd get Tommy Lee Jones.
And then that way Clint Eastwood can look up at the sky and be like, do you think he made it? So yeah, I think he made it.
Are we talking about Space Cowboy?
Yeah.
Just making sure. All right.
No, Gran Torino.
I never. Shut up. Fuck you.
With my Gran Torino.
There you go. But all right, I guess we'll jump into the spoilers. But really, what's funny? There's nothing really to spoil about this film. I guess we'll just talk about our favorite scenes, more or less. Okay. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, what did you think about the pacing of the film? We'll talk about that.
It was pretty steady. That's what I liked about it. There was no real downtime because every time you thought something was going to happen, or every time you thought that she was safe and everything was okay, something happened all over again. So I don't know. I did like that aspect of it.
I don't know. Like, I like the pacing of the film because it's like a 90-minute film and it's so quick. It's actually super quick. I'm thinking about it. Excuse me. Thinking about it too. When they say 90 minutes, that's like the overall time, including credits. As I was thinking about it, the movie actually probably was shorter. You know what I mean? So it's like, it wasn't even 90 minutes. It was like less than that. So that's pretty neat too, because there's really no time to get bored. You know what I mean?
A lot of cherry. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what were we talking about?
The pacing.
Oh, I thought the pacing was pretty good. It didn't really seem like too fast or too slow.
Or too furious.
Yeah. That's right, they should have got Ja Rule. I could have seen him. You should have Ja Rule as ground control.
Ice Cube in there somewhere.
Ice-T?
No.
No Ice-T?
No, just Cube. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the pacing was pretty good.
Oh,
Nothing really wrong with it.
This was cherry Coke for some reason.
I don't know, like I said though too, it's like, I think it was probably 80 minutes long. I don't think it was necessarily 90 minutes. But I don't know, like I said, I really like that pacing. Because it starts off like kind of slow, and then obviously it picks up, and then it's like, there wasn't like there's a lot of talking in it, but a lot of action too. A lot of things happened.
Yeah, I agree. What?
What?
That one song that you're singing?
Which one?
The ground control song.
Oh, there you go. See? But okay, I guess we're all agreed on pacing. It's got good pacing. I think that's what I liked about it. This film was like, it was really good. Everything was pretty tight-knit on it. It's like, it's got a good script, it's got good acting, it's got good directing, special effects.
No, I know why they call it a fatty.
Uh-huh. It's also the pacing, too. It's like, it wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. It was just like the right beat on everything, you know? Even the editing was good. It's like, you know? Mm-hmm. But, what would you say, like, since the film had nothing, more or less like orchestra music, or instrumental, if you could soundtrack the film, what songs would you use? Okay, we'll go to John.
I would use the Indiana Jones soundtrack.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's right.
No, all I'm gonna.
Since she has so many close brushes with death.
That's right. There you go. And then she wears a hat too, and
She wears a helmet. So her helmet falls off. And she has to grab. So wait a minute, should she be dead?
well, what songs would you put in the film?
I don't know, actually, because I liked it with the music. I mean, just the orchestral music. I think it sounded better. You can't really, I mean, obviously, you can't really put a whole lot of different music in there because it could kill the mood.
Oh, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, well, never mind. Fine, you guys are really killing this question.
I think you could actually put like an actual soundtrack, but it would have to be quiet. Like, you couldn't be overpowering what's going on.
Well, I guess I should say, like, what songs inspire you or, like, kind of pop in your head while you're watching the film? Because when I was watching it, I was thinking of, like, pretty much all the space songs, like Elton John's, was it, the Rocket Man song?
Rocket Man.
And then I was thinking about,
I didn't think of any of those songs at all while we were watching it, but once we finished watching it, you had brought up, somebody brought up Stellar from Incubus. I was like, that's funny. And then there's a few parts where they could probably fit in there. So
I don't know, I was also thinking...
where the song could probably fit in there.
I was thinking of also, what was it, David Bowie's, Ground Control to Major Tom? That was the other one? Oh, man, I can't remember the title of the song. It's the same thing, but it's kind of a little different.
So that little, saw that little boy blue and the man in the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, there you go. No, I know what song you're... That other one that you were...
It's an 80s song.
Yeah, it's, God damn it.
Oh, do you want that club song?
Yeah, the club song, the one that we were talking about, but I don't remember what song it was.
It was Earth Below Us, Drifting.
Below us, drifting.
The title isn't in the song, I was going to say.
I know, but I know the song. Whatever.
All right, well, never mind. That question went nowhere because everybody's like, ugh. But, I don't know. Should we go into spoilers here? Because there's nothing really to spoil, like we had talked about already.
Why don't we just go into favorite parts?
The thing is, though, it kind of kills the suspense if you know what's going to happen.
I know.
Okay, well, I guess we don't got to go into that. Just pack my bags. Pre-flight. But, all right. Anything else to chatter about?
It's Earth Below Us, Major Tom.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Jerk, I knew the title was in there.
You didn't know anything. So, if you're out there in space, you would have gotten lost, too.
I don't know why I would be in space.
You should have got Vig Rhames to be George Clooney's character.
Mm-hmm. Better them than me.
Yeah.
That's right.
I always thought better than
Shh. Or better, he could have been Mission Control. He'd be like, all right, so you got debris coming at you.
All right, brother, I'm here.
So I'm gonna get Hulk Hogan to do it. That's what it sounded like.
You said in the...
No, but I'm just laughing because it sounded like you were going to say like Hulk Hogan.
Some peas, brother. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? They should have got Jason Statham.
Oh, we're going back to the casting.
Yeah, and they should have got Jason Statham to be George Clooney's character. And then they could have got Paul Walker to be Sandra Bullock.
Okay. It's a weird cast.
I like that. I can see that.
They should have got Ashton Kutcher to play George Clooney.
Oh, God. Fuck Ashton.
Actually, you know what? I could have seen, what's her name? That one lady from Pitch Black being Sandra Bullock.
I don't know what her name is, but...
Yeah, the one from Silent Hill and stuff. I was going to say they could have got Tina Fey to play Sandra Bullock.
Rodham Mitchell, what's her name?
Like I said, they should have got Tina Fey to play the Sandra Bullock role.
No.
You sure? That'd have been funny. And then she could have been like, oh no, whoopsie. They got Miley Cyrus.
Mm-mm.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, it's a joke. That's the whole
They get a
point.
camel.
Huh?
Why don't they just get a camel?
They just get a camel. What if they got Halle Berry?
Huh? I almost said a bad word.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I guess.
I don't know. I was just naming people now. I'm just name dropping here, but
Oh, you know what? You got Kurt Russell
to play George Clooney's character.
or Ed Harris's character.
You said Kurt Russell, and I thought of Russell Crowe.
Get Russell Crowe.
I could have seen Russell Crowe.
So they're gonna Kurt Russell to do the voice of Mission Control, and then Russell Crowe to play the astronaut.
They could have gotten Kurt Russell to play the voice of Russell Crowe.
So you just have a bunch of Russells.
Yeah, pretty much.
They could have got Tom Cruise to play the astronaut, George Clooney's character, and then
God, I don't like him at all.
and then Morgan Freeman to do ground control.
Mm-hmm.
As I wish I could tell you that you were gonna be okay. And instead of Tim Robbins, they get Tony Robbins.
Nope.
You know who that is?
Yep.
Banana Hands.
Yes, I know. Oh, no.
Any other thoughts on this thing? What do they got? What's his name? Jeremy Renner.
Ooh.
This is a joke.
You know I like him.
They got Brendan Fraser.
No, they should have. Or you said they got Matt Damon to be George Clooney's character.
It would have been interesting, but the thing is that too. I don't know. See, the thing is, though, it's funny because that story, like you said, was simple because Sandra Bullock's first time out in space, and then it's George Clooney's like pretty much his last time out. He's retiring, you know. Pretty much it's like the cop movies, like the rookie and the veteran. So, I don't know. I don't think Matt Damon's old enough to play that role. You know what I mean? They needed somebody who was.
Oh, they should have got what's his face from what's his name? He was in Falling Down. He played the detective.
Oh, Robert Duvall.
For what?
George Clooney's
He's
character.
too old. He's gonna fucking die out in space.
How dare you? The man still got talent.
It's like ageism.
Pretty much. Yeah. There's a certain. Gotta draw the line somewhere.
Or better yet, they should have got. Or you said they got Morgan Freeman.
What if they got Robin Williams?
Yes, I could have seen Robin Williams.
I don't like him at all.
I know it's a sick joke. Should have got.
Terrible.
Oh, I had somebody in my head and I completely forgot. Should have got. I had it in my head. They should have got Burt Reynolds.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
what do you say? We got Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He's too young to play the old astronaut.
So yeah.
Play whoever he
So-
wants.
So
What the fuck are you doing?
I've been doing this for 30 plus years. This is my last mission. I'm about to retire. But I'm older than you. Shut up.
And he's gonna have a gun and he's gonna fire it, and then he's gonna drop it on the ground because he's disgusted with it.
No.
And then he's gonna drop a laptop on the ground too.
No, better yet, he's gonna be there like, oh man, I can't wait to get back home to go eat pizza with my boys.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna tell Sandra Bullock, "So you feel that?" She got Mark Wahlberg.
Ooh.
Would you say they got The Rock? He'd be like the biggest person out there. Because you just see like this gigantic figure. Okay, I'm going towards you. Did you see him? Of course I see you.
It's like just the size of that other planet right there. What if they got Clint Eastwood to play George Clooney's role?
That's even worse than Robert Duvall.
So if I don't make it, get in my grandeur.
No, should have got Al Pacino to play the astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do make it, I'll teach you how to box.
Should have got Al Pacino to play the role, and that way he'd be like, he's like, oh, we're stuck on space. I don't know how to say it. Or I'm trying to think of like the oldest actor ever. All right, well I guess we're just gonna wind this down because there's really nothing happening right now.
They should have got, what's his face? Dang it, I had the name and I lost it. He was in Flight of the Phoenix and,
Dennis Quaid?
yes, they should have got Dennis Quaid. His brother. I could have seen his brother. That would have been real good.
Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, Randy Quaid as the astronaut.
Or what's his name? The brother of that one guy.
I don't know the brother of that one guy.
Oh, no, it's in the Wolf movie.
The Wolf?
Oh, shit.
Oh, Joe Estevez?
Yes, I could have seen that.
Joe Estevez, who's probably not even acting anymore.
But we have to show off his hairy chest. And the spacesuit open and just swings your chest.
Talk about werewolves.
So why is that that part of your suit clear?
That's right. We can talk about werewolves and all this stuff. About werewolves and Indians and so on, so forth. I'm gonna say they should got. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. I had somebody in my head, and then they should got Jeffrey Donovan. That way, he can make that face.
Oh, fucking moron. Should have on Jeffy Dahmer.
Yeah. Okay. What if they had Johnny Knoxville in the movie?
I wouldn't have watched it.
I'm with Josh.
It's like, oh no, here we go.
And then The Rock is going to come out and he's going to help him, or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right. There we go.
For some reason, he's going to be out in space with guns and everything. So hey.
All right, we should get to wrap this up because it's going nowhere. Sherry's already out of it. She's like, oh, I'm done. But all right. So, all right. I don't know. Do you think the movie Gravity should be nominated for any Oscars, or somebody should win an Oscar?
I think it could definitely be nominated for an award. I don't know what kind. I'm sure somebody can win something.
What about a Grammy?
Music, stupid.
I know it's a joke.
Oh, it's not funny.
Should get a Blue Ribbon Award. Josh, what do you think?
I think it could go for like Best Picture or Best Cinematography.
I think I can agree with that. I think I'd even go like maybe Best Story because it's not necessarily like amazing, but it's like Best Screenplay probably.
For an original, that's pretty good.
Oh my god! For the soundtrack, they should have got Sting and played that song. Was it Desert Rose?
No, I should have him sing Demolition Man. Or what's that song? What is it from Lethal Weapon? It's Probably Me.
Yes, that's right.
Then had Eric Clapton play in the background his guitar solos. But what would you say if they had what's his name, MC Hammer on the soundtrack? Saying you can't touch this. Or R. Kelly. I Believe I Can Fly.
Still in the closet.
We should have had the Crash in the Closet song. So when she lands and everything.
When she can't get out of that thing.
Yeah. Huh? Well, the thing is, too, technically speaking, there's multiple times when she lands, so there's really no, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. We can blurb that out. All right. So I guess for that, they'll wrap up the Gravity thing. Feeling like gravity's happening right now. All right. So you can like and subscribe to us on iTunes under the Movie Trio Podcast. We're also on Gmail at the Movie Trio Podcast at gmail.com. We're also on Twitter at the Movie Trio, and also on Facebook under the Movie Trio Podcast. So, like I said, you can like, subscribe, share, comment, do anything you want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. All right. So yeah, all that information is located in each episode box. I'm sorry. So if you need to refer back to that. So all right. So for the review of Gravity, which was rated PG-13, I forgot to mention that. So in the Movie Trio, I am Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh. I don't know.
You can say the Rocket Man song or something.
I'm stepping through the door.
What?
From that one song, that Major Tom song.
I know, but I like
Whatever, you do it then. Huh? You do it then.
I was thinking of the Stewie Griffin, the Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Ooh. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have the voice for that. Because you know how you make that little sound? You know?
You didn't make the sound.
You didn't do
You
anything.
didn't make the sound.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, because the sound comes after he says that noise.
What sound?
He says Rocket Man, and then he goes, ooh, as if it's, like, going up. You know? All right. I'll edit it myself, people. All right. Good night, everybody.